Welcome back to my YouTube channel, G-Education Point. Dear students, I hope you are all doing well. Today, we will discuss week 6 of business research. If you like my lecture, please like my videos, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. Also, share my videos with your classmates and friends so they can benefit as well. Let's start our lecture. Today, we will discuss survey research, a basic method of communication with respondents.
Introduction. In the 20th century, survey data was commonly collected through interviews conducted by human interviewers or via self-administered questionnaires. These traditional methods have evolved with the advent of digital technology, which has significantly impacted business research by introducing new forms of communication. Interviews as interactive communication. Human interaction. Traditional interviews involve direct interaction, either face-to-face or over the phone, allowing for personal communication. Electronic interactive media. These media enable researchers to reach larger audiences and personalize messages. Examples include the Internet, CD-ROMs, DVDs, touch-tone telephone systems, and interactive kiosks. User-controlled interaction. Respondents actively engage in two-way communication, selecting what information to engage with and blocking unwanted content. Non-interactive media. Traditional questionnaires. These are non-interactive as they don't allow for immediate feedback or dialogue. Despite being less flexible, they are still valuable for certain types of surveys. Personal interviews. Face-to-face contact. This method has historical roots and is still used today for its versatility and flexibility. Advantages. Feedback. Interviewers can clarify questions and provide reassurance, reducing misunderstandings. Probing. Interviewers can ask follow-up questions to get more detailed responses. Length. Personal interviews can be longer than other survey methods, accommodating detailed questionnaires. Completeness. Higher likelihood of complete responses due to the social interaction between interviewer and respondent. Visual aids allows showing product samples or advertisements for feedback. High participation. Presence of an interviewer increases participation rates. Disadvantages. Interviewer influence. Demographic characteristics and techniques of the interviewer can bias responses. Lack of anonymity. Respondents may be reluctant to share confidential information. Cost. More expensive than mail, internet, or telephone surveys. Door-to-door interviews and shopping mall intercepts. Door-to-door interviews. Participation rate. Typically higher, providing a more representative sample. Challenges. Difficult to contact individuals in secure buildings or those who refuse to open the door to strangers. Callbacks, necessary for reducing non-response error, though more costly. Mall intercept interviews. Cost-effective, no travel required, many interviews conducted quickly. Participation rate, high refusal rate due to respondents being in a hurry. Appropriate uses, suitable for showing visual materials or conducting product demonstrations. Global considerations. Cultural differences. Willingness to participate in interviews varies globally, influenced by cultural norms and business practices. Telephone interviews. Landline interviews. Long-standing method, still capable of providing quality data and representative samples despite the impact of no-call legislation. Mobile phone interviews. Legal restrictions. Telemarketing to mobile phones is prohibited unless the respondent opts in. Distractions. Mobile phone users are more likely to be distracted, affecting interview quality. Geographic uncertainty. Area codes no longer indicate geographic location. Technical variations. Differences in phone capabilities and keypads can affect the survey process. Characteristics of phone interviews. Speed. Advantage. Quick data collection, with hundreds of interviews possible overnight. Enhanced by technology, data entry into computerized systems speeds up processing. Cost. Advantage. Cheaper than personal interviews, approximately 25% of the cost. Comparison. more expensive than internet surveys, but eliminates travel time and costs. Absence of face-to-face contact. Pros: less personal, so respondents may answer sensitive questions more willingly. Cons: lack of visual cues can lead to miscommunication and rushed responses. Cooperation. Trend: declining response rates over decades, from 72% to below 20%. Challenges: caller ID, answering machines, and dedicated fax/computer lines reduce answered calls. Strategies: leaving messages, calling at different times, and clarifying non-sales intent can help. Incentives to respond. Effectiveness: financial incentives or prize chances boost response rates. Comparative ineffectiveness: simple assurances or detailed descriptions are less effective. Representative samples. Challenges: issues with unlisted numbers, recent moves, and people choosing privacy. Solution: random digit dialing helps, but still faces higher refusal rates. Callbacks. Ease: easier than personal interview callbacks, but impacted by answering machines. Limited duration. Preference: interviews should be short, 10 to 15 minutes recommended, 30 minutes maximum. Impact: longer interviews increase refusal rates significantly. Lack of visual medium. Limitation: not suitable for research requiring visual aids or complex scales. Technological advances. Central location interviewing. Advantage: allows for hiring professional interviewers and quality control. Cost benefits: centralized and computerized operations reduce costs. Computer-assisted telephone interviewing, CAT-I. Process: interviewers use computers to display questions and record responses. Benefits: structured questionnaires, automatic dialing, and sample management. Computerized voice-activated telephone interviews. Use: best for short, simple questionnaires. Example: systems like Telsol use recorded voices for automated data collection. Global considerations. Cultural norms: different cultures have varying norms for telephone behavior. Example: Latin American preference for personal interviews and Japan's discomfort with long calls. Comparison with self-administered questionnaires. Geographic flexibility. Advantage: mail surveys can reach dispersed and hard-to-reach populations. Cost. Relative: less expensive than personal interviews, but not necessarily cheap. Follow-ups: additional costs for follow-up mailings. Respondent convenience. Advantage: can be completed at respondent's convenience, allowing for thoughtful responses. Anonymity. Advantage: more likely to provide sensitive information anonymously. Absence of interviewer. Pros: encourages honest responses. Cons: no opportunity for clarification or probing. Standardized questions. Requirement: must be clear and straightforward due to the lack of interviewer assistance. Time is money. Limitation: mail surveys take longer, 6 to 8 weeks, to receive and process responses. Length of mail questionnaire. Guideline: should not exceed 6 pages to avoid low response rates. Response rates. Challenges: low response rates, with a typical maximum around 50% even with follow-ups. Bias: responses may not be representative, skewing towards those with a special interest in the topic. Increasing response rates for mail surveys. Non-response error. Non-response error is a common issue in mail surveys. Individuals who respond are often those with strong opinions or interests in the survey topic, potentially leading to biased results. Those indifferent or less experienced are less likely to respond, skewing the data. Techniques to increase response rates. Cover letter. A well-crafted cover letter can significantly boost response rates. Importance: the cover letter is crucial in persuading recipients to complete and return the survey. Content: it should include Explanation of the study's importance. Appeal to social usefulness, asking for help, or emphasizing the importance of the respondent's opinion. Promise of confidentiality. Invitation to use an enclosed postage-paid reply envelope. Description of any incentives or rewards for participation. Assurance that completing the questionnaire is easy and quick. Explanation of how the respondent was scientifically selected. Personalization. A personalized letter addressed to a specific individual shows the respondent that they are important. Using an individually typed cover letter on letterhead rather than a printed form increases response rates. Monetary incentives. Monetary incentives are particularly effective in motivating respondents. Effectiveness. Monetary incentives are the most effective and least biasing form of incentive. Sense of obligation. Money attracts attention and creates a sense of obligation, leading to higher response rates. Alternative incentives. When monetary incentives are donated to a charity of the respondent's choice, response rates can increase dramatically. Interesting questions. Engaging the respondent's interest through the questionnaire can improve response rates. Engagement, including interesting questions at the beginning of the survey, can stimulate respondents' interest. Relevance. These questions might not be central to the research, but can encourage participation from respondents who are indifferent to the main survey topics. Follow-ups. Following up with respondents can significantly increase response rates. Timing. Most mail surveys see high initial response rates that taper off. Follow-up letters or postcards sent a few weeks after the initial mailing can significantly boost response rates. Multiple contacts. The more attempts to reach respondents, the higher the chances of their responding. Follow-ups can include duplicate questionnaires or simple reminders. Advance notification. Informing potential respondents about the survey in advance can improve participation. Effectiveness. Advance notifications, typically 3 days before the survey arrives, can increase response rates. Methods. This can be done via letter or telephone. Survey sponsorship. The perceived sponsor of the survey can influence response rates. Auspices bias. Sponsorship by prestigious organizations like universities or government agencies tends to yield higher response rates. Neutral sponsorship. Using a neutral third party's letterhead instead of corporate letterhead can lead to better results. Other techniques. Various other factors can influence response rates. Postage. Using commemorative stamps, larger envelopes, or colored paper can sometimes increase response rates. Situation-specific adjustments. Techniques should be tailored based on the target audience, whether consumers, corporate executives, etc. Keying mail questionnaires with codes. Tracking responses to avoid unnecessary follow-ups can be effective. Efficiency. Marking questionnaires with codes helps avoid sending follow-ups to those who have already responded. Anonymity. Ethical keying preserves respondents' anonymity, which is crucial for maintaining trust. Global considerations. When conducting surveys in multiple countries, researchers must consider various factors. Postal reliability. The reliability of mail delivery varies by country. Cultural factors. Literacy rates and trust in confidentiality differ globally. Alternative methods. In some regions, hand delivery or door-to-door interviews may be necessary. In others, mailed questionnaires might be more appropriate. Self-administered questionnaires using other forms of distribution. Several methods can be used to distribute self-administered questionnaires. Distribution methods. Questionnaires can be distributed on flights, in service establishments, or as magazine inserts. Registration cards. Manufacturers use warranty or owner registration cards to collect consumer data. Drop-off method. For long questionnaires, dropping off and picking up later can be effective, though it sacrifices some cost savings. Fax surveys. Fax surveys offer both advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: faster distribution and return times compared to traditional mail surveys, and reduced printing and postage costs. Disadvantages: requires respondents to have fax machines and bear the cost of faxing. Only respondents willing to exert extra effort are likely to respond. Email surveys. Email surveys have their own set of benefits and challenges. Benefits: quick distribution, lower costs, faster turnaround, more flexibility, and less handling of paper questionnaires. Challenges: not all potential respondents can be reached via email. Ensuring anonymity and proper formatting can be difficult. Guidelines: similar to mail surveys, but must address email-specific issues like spam filters and email capacities. Cover letters and questionnaires appear in a single email message. Email cover letters should be brief and the questionnaires short. Explain how the recipient's name was obtained and ensure the message appears to come from a credible source. Use the BCC field to maintain anonymity when sending to multiple recipients. Internet surveys. Internet surveys offer several advantages, but also have some drawbacks. Speed and cost-effectiveness. Internet surveys reach a large audience quickly and cost-effectively, eliminating many traditional survey costs. Global reach. They allow for global distribution, personalized messages, and confidential responses. Low incremental cost. Once developed, reaching additional respondents costs very little, allowing for larger sample sizes. Timeliness. Internet surveys can address time-sensitive issues more effectively. Visual appeal and interactivity. Interactive element. Internet surveys can be designed to be interactive. This means that the questions a respondent sees can change based on their previous answers. This dynamic questioning helps to keep respondents engaged and ensures that the survey is relevant to each individual. Use of multimedia. Incorporating elements like color, sound, and animation into surveys can enhance the user experience. These features can make the survey more visually appealing and enjoyable, which may increase the willingness of respondents to participate and complete the survey. Visual materials. The Internet is a powerful medium for presenting visual content. Surveys can include photographs, drawings, product prototypes, advertisements, and movie trailers. This is particularly useful for obtaining feedback on visual materials. Customizable design. Researchers can customize the look and feel of the survey by adjusting backgrounds, fonts, colors, and other design elements. This customization can improve the survey's aesthetic appeal and usability. Respondent participation and cooperation. Website surveys. Participation in some internet surveys occurs when users navigate to a specific website where the survey is hosted. This method relies on the respondent's interest in the topic or the website itself. Unexpected surveys. Sometimes, users encounter surveys unexpectedly while browsing a website. If participation is voluntary and unexpected, response rates tend to be low. Additionally, those who choose to participate are often more interested in the survey topic than the average person, leading to potential bias. Consumer panels. Many internet surveys are conducted with members of consumer panels who have previously agreed to participate in research. These panel members receive email invitations with login instructions and a unique password, which helps ensure that only the intended respondents participate. Incentives. Financial incentives are a proven method to increase participation rates in surveys. Studies, such as those conducted with German consumers, have shown that monetary rewards are highly effective in motivating respondents to complete surveys. Representative samples. Self-selection error. Surveys that rely on visitors to a website voluntarily filling out a questionnaire often suffer from self-selection error. This means the sample may not be representative of the general population. Random sampling. For studies focused on specific websites, randomly selecting visitors, e.g., every 100th visitor, can help achieve a more representative sample for that particular audience. Technological barriers. Not everyone has access to the internet or high-speed connections. Some users might lack the necessary technology or skills to complete advanced internet surveys, which can affect the representativeness of the sample. Technological simplification. To ensure broader participation, surveys should be designed to be accessible to users with varying levels of technology. This might involve simplifying graphics and other features to accommodate those with slower internet connections or older devices. Accurate real-time data capture. Direct data entry. Respondents' answers are entered directly into the researcher's database as soon as the questionnaire is submitted. This eliminates the need for manual data entry, reducing errors and increasing efficiency. Interactive correction. Survey software can be programmed to reject improper data entries in real time. For example, if a question requires a single response, the software can prevent the respondent from selecting multiple answers. Real-time analysis. The immediate capture of data allows researchers to analyze responses in real time. This enables quick adjustments to the survey if needed and provides up-to-the-minute insights.
Thank you for watching and supporting GIA Education. I hope you all find my lectures helpful and informative. Don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Like, subscribe, and share with your classmates. Your support means a lot and helps others benefit from these educational videos too. Thank you.